Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your All Signs Weekly reading. I am looking at the week of, January 12th through to about the 18th. And as always, I am starting with Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. I do want to say welcome to all of you guys. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. All right, let's get started. I'm starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Aries have coming up for this week, please? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries. Yeah, for some of you, maybe you're dealing with, you could be dealing with a person or a situation. Something may be, I don't want to say challenging, but for some of you, it may be. Like somebody is not cooperating, perhaps. Let's see. Aries. Queen of Wands. First card out. Yeah, look at that. So Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, this is, there's something going on here. Five of Pentacles, High Priestess, Eight of Cups, the World, Two of Swords. Overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something going on here. Okay, Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Very cautious energy. So even if like someone or something is getting you fired up, you also have this earth energy here. I feel like, and it's more reserved. So, you know, if someone was triggering you, pissing you off, something like that, you may say something. Oh, of course, I'm seeing that here. You definitely may say something, but you're only going to maybe say so much. You may back off. You may keep your distance. I'm getting this like backing off sort of vibe. So if it's not you that's doing this, it could be somebody else that's doing this with you. So, you know, maybe someone's mad at you and then maybe, you know, you don't hear from them for like the next week or something like that. So something could go down. Yeah, and then they may go quiet or like hold back from talking to you or pull back their energy. Sorry, I'm trying to make these cards straight. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles, overall energy. Others very focused on work, career, finances. Also day-to-day stuff. So getting stuff done, whatever you've got to do day-to-day, whether that's go to school or whatever your like tasks are for the day, whatever you got to get done. Queen of Wands, of course, could be your energy, but I'm getting two feminine vibes here. So you could be dealing with a woman, you could be dealing with another woman, but I am getting a couple of feminine vibes. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Magician, Death, Six of Cups. So if somebody, if somebody is like trying to manipulate you or make you feel sorry for them, even, I'm getting that, it's not going to fly. I see you opposing an idea or a situation. You're definitely not on the same page as another person. So I know it's very specific, but that's what I'm getting for some of you. So it could be a feminine energy that you're dealing with. We've got the High Priestess here. Could be any sign. But for me, that's normally Pisces or Cancer. We've got fire, we've got earth, Taurus, Leo may be significant. You've got the fives. Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that is you like conserving your energy or protecting yourself. It's holding back in some way. So again, if you're getting upset and you want to say certain things, you may certainly say some stuff, but it's not like brutal, and I think you're only saying so much, or the person you're dealing with is only going to say so much. Now, for some of you, you have someone around you that maybe needs money, they need a loan, they could be dealing with some sort of challenging situation, or that may be you. Somebody may have to travel or do something that maybe they don't want to do. For a few of you, I mean, this could be you moving. You may have to move because maybe, you know, rent is too high or something like that. The Five of Wands can represent some sort of drama. But I feel like with this energy, you're fired up. So, I mean, you certainly could be like butting heads with somebody. You're clashing with somebody. There could be like a secret that comes out, or you hear a secret. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting. If there was a problem with communication, or yeah, there's been a problem with communication, I'm getting communication. So if communication was blocked in some way, I feel like that period is over with. Let's see. Let's get you one of these. An Angel Answers Oracle card for Aries, please, for this week. If you were upset with somebody, or like holding a grudge, or there was some resentment, I see you letting it go. So yes, you could be disagreeing with somebody here, Aries, but I don't see this as something major. I think it's petty. It's not so serious. You will move on from this. Listen to your intuition and success. So if there was no communication, or maybe, you know, someone was being stubborn, maybe you disagreed with them or something like that, and then you went quiet or they went quiet, I feel like that is over with. So there's definitely going to be communication. Listen to your intuition, and that is how you will find success. Guidance for Aries on the love front. If somebody was not showing their feelings, that's going to change. You could have been quiet, to be honest. For some of you, Aries, you were holding back, but now you're moving forward and you're putting in effort. Make the effort. Look at that. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Who is Aries dealing with? We do have a Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Scorpio. If you're hanging on to a Scorpio or hanging on to someone or something, whether it's resentment or, you know, old feelings, or, yeah, for some of you, it could be that you are hanging on to someone with like your heart chakra, like not being open to, you know, a new person. There's something that's over with, that's ending. We've got air, we've got Virgo. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, and Cancer may be significant. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please like this video. All right, let's move on. I'm trying to keep these readings a little bit shorter this week. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Taurus. What does Taurus have coming up for this week, please, Taurus? The World, the Sun, the High Priestess, Five of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Queen of Cups. So maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries, or maybe you're a cusper, because there are some similar vibes here. Yeah, look at that, Four of Pentacles at the bottom. But your Taurus energy is definitely coming through, but we also have Cancer here. So maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart. For some of you, maybe a Leo is significant. But Queen of Cups is the overall energy. This is love. This is love. Very caring, nurturing energy, showing people around you that you care. Obviously a more emotional energy, a very psychic energy. There's a knowing here. There's definitely a knowing. Some of you Taurians, you may have Cancer in your chart, or maybe Pisces. But again, I'm really getting, honestly, everything. Not air, but everything else. For some of you, you could be struggling to listen to your intuition here. So there's going to be a sign, though. So if you're a Taurus that has been maybe not moving, not taking any action steps, if you were not listening to your intuition or following your heart here, I think that that's changing. There's some sort of news or information that's coming in. It may surprise you. There is a shakeup here. This is clarity, information, and clarity that's coming in. And it's huge. It's huge. That's how I'm reading this. Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Could be you protecting yourself. It's a more reserved energy. For some of you, financially, maybe you're not spending a lot. Yeah, you're trying to maybe be like more frugal here at this time. We just had the holidays. I feel like I'm saying that a lot to a lot of people. So there's a caution here around your spending. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. That's a cautious energy for me. If you give someone money, if you're a Taurus who pays out in some way, you may be a little bit, I don't want to say strict, not with this energy. So let's say you have, you know, like a teenager or maybe, you know, a couple of kids, whatever it is, and they're always, you know, taking money from you or taking a certain amount of money from you, something like that. I think you're still going to give it to them, but there's like maybe like a limit here. There's definitely a more reserved energy here as far as spending. But for other Taurians, I mean, this is huge. This is like some sort of massive revelation. There could be an inner knowing if you were feeling stuck prior, or if you were hoping for like a sign from the universe. There is something major. There's news that's coming in. This is huge. It's enlightenment. And for some, it may shock you. Definitely. It may shock you. Leo, strong Leo here. So, you know, maybe you're hearing from a Leo, or maybe for some of you, Leo season is significant. But yeah, this is sudden communication. It also can be a lot of communication. If you were quiet, if you were not talking to someone or holding back in some way, that's changing. That's about to change. There is some sort of help or generosity that's coming in. So if you were waiting on news, and while you were waiting, you know, you could have been, you know, struggling internally here. This is like you fighting your own intuition or fighting your feelings. That's changing. Let's get you an Angel Answers Oracle. Just listen to your intuition. You're very, very like just in tune here this week with this energy. You could be having some very vivid dreams, strong feelings, strong, you know, gut feelings here at this time. You know, if your gut is telling you to be cautious, to move slowly, then do that. Yes, you've got the Yes card. Improving health, very nice. Improving health. So she's got a cup here. I find that interesting. She's got a cup. High Priestess holding the pomegranate. Interesting, Taurus. So your diet definitely may be significant. What you're ingesting in particular for some of you, you know, if let's say you were drinking a lot of soda or whatever it is, you may be changing that. You could be looking at your health. Ooh, this is great. Improving health and abundance, and we've got in the near future, Taurus. I mean, that's really nice. So there is a very positive change that's coming up here. And you know, the World and the Sun is a big fat yes. And then the Eight of Wands here and the Tower, Taurus, is a sudden, for some of you, it's sudden. Others, it's very quick. It's a massive energy shift that's coming in for you. You could be doing something. You could be reaching out to someone. You could be asking for help in some way, and you're doing this like rapidly. So this week could be a week where you're going inward. You're feeling a situation out, and then when you're ready, it's, you know, it's very fast energy that's coming in. It's you taking action very quickly here. All right, Taurus, what is the guidance for Taurus on the love front? If you're waiting on news in regards to a house, I'm also seeing that. Maybe you're getting some help. I could be reading for some Taurians where there's some sort of help that's coming in around a home. So on the love front, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then worth waiting for, divine timings at work in your love life. And I cannot speak today. So again, if there was a problem with communication, that's changing. On the love front, they're saying stay positive. You definitely may have someone coming in that's worth the wait. For some Taurians, you may be in like a long distance relationship, or somebody is at a distance. They may be an Aquarius or a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, Taurus, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Gemini. What does Gemini have coming up for this week? 8 of Cups. First card out, Gemini. All right, 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands. You've got a couple of aces here. 5 of Cups at the bottom. Okay, Gemini, this is also a very specific reading. I see you letting go of maybe some old feelings. Some of you are healing, could be grieving something, but others, I just feel like this is yeah, you letting go of the past in some way. There may have been an argument, something may have went down. Maybe someone disappointed you, but this is you like, I'm over it. That's really what I'm getting here. Like, I'm over it. So 8 of Cups, first card out, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. There's something from the past that you're over, that you're just, you know, maybe you're sick of waiting with the Hanged Man showing up. Hanged Man and the 8 of Cups, I'm sick of feeling like this. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of being in limbo. Yeah, so you're off. The Chariot, Queen of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading for some Geminis where you're like, I'm over it. I'm done. Disappointed. So I'm out of here. The Chariot with the Queen of Swords, the World. This is like a chapter that is done. Your focus is on starting a new chapter. You're very much in the driver's seat. Now, maybe a King of Wands is significant. So that could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Yeah, so maybe this person we've got the Seven of Wands here. This is a little bit more of like a fired up, aggressive energy. Maybe someone put their foot down, or, you know, that could be you. This could be you, Gemini, like putting your foot down. This is passion. So Ace of Wands, overall energy, passion. Very fired up energy here. Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. Together, this is the Six of Wands. So when this thing moves forward, or when it's done, you definitely may feel like the victor. For a few of you, this is maybe you beating the competition. Five of Wands, Knight of Wands. This is a very competitive energy, and you do have these aces here. So Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Definitely feeling inspired, motivated. For some of you, you are planting a seed. Could be starting a business. Spending a little money. For some of you, I'm seeing that you're spending a little money to maybe make some money. This could be like a little side hustle. So yeah, I'm getting a couple of different things. So for a few of you, you could be looking at a couple of maybe different paths, a couple of options, a couple of choices perhaps. But you have to maybe let go of something, or let go of one of these choices to be able to move forward. For some of you, there's a connection to the past. So on the career front, you know, you may have to leave a place where you have a lot of history in order to move forward here down a new path. There's something you're letting go of that's no longer serving you. I think that you gave a lot to whatever this is. And you are manifesting. This is you planting a seed. For some of you, could just be starting to learn maybe a new trade. You may feel like there's a lot of competition. That could be with what you were doing. For those of you that are planting a new seed, again, this could be like a side hustle or something like that. Maybe you work in a very competitive field and you want something different. Maybe something else where there's not a ton of competition. I see you very motivated though. I see you very motivated to move forward. Also, for some of you, this is physical travel. Somebody could be coming to see you, or you could be going to see somebody here. For some of you, this is like your kid. You may have a teenager or an older kid who's, you know, maybe a young adult. If there was some sort of drama there with that, you could be moving past that, letting that go. So yeah, I'm getting a bunch of different things here with this. But there is peace. So this is peace being restored. There was some sort of petty energy here around a situation, but peace is coming in Six of Cups can represent closure. Eight of Cups, letting something go. Hanged Man, gaining a fresh perspective, learning something new. Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups, disappointment, regret. If, you know, maybe your kid or a sibling, someone around you, if they disappointed you in some way, I see you letting that go, moving past that, making peace. All right, let's get you an Angel Answers card for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Gemini. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that really goes with this energy here. You're ready. You're ready to move forward and manifest these new beginnings. Now, we do have the year from now card coming out, and then helpful people. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You're ready. You know, this may be a journey, and this is you like just starting out here, planting these seeds, just starting out on this path. This could be something that grows slowly, but you are ready. It may fully come about a year from now for some of you, not all of you. For others, this can be saying that a year from now is very significant. So there could be something else going on at that time. And then helpful people. You definitely may have help around you, but this is also like spiritual help around you, your angels, spirit guides, loved ones in spirit. What is the message? All right, so on the love front, we've got forgiving and learning, and then engagement. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, and then your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So by letting go of something, you're now able to focus on planting the seed. So yeah, for some of you, this is you healing a relationship, making amends. You could have fought over, you know, something really petty with this Five of Wands. That's for those of you that are involved already. Your love life is ascending in some way. For those of you that are single, this is saying that, you know, you are letting go of the past in some way. For some of you, you're still healing. You may have went through a lot. It was a learning experience. And this could be you getting ready to get back out there. Maybe you've met someone. For me, this card represents things ascending here in your love life. So you may meet someone. You may start to date someone. You may get engaged. You may get married. There's some sort of next step here that is taking place. Who is Gemini dealing with? We've got air, we've got fire. All right, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius may be significant. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Cancer. Well, Cancer, I mean, this is communication, communication, and communication. You have definitely maybe a lot to talk about. Ace, oh my goodness, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Cancer, what does Cancer have coming in for this week? Yeah, the cards are definitely talking here. You're definitely going to be talking. Yeah. Somebody has a lot to say. My goodness. Death. My goodness. Cancer. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to go with it. This is how it's coming out. Yeah, I mean, oof, okay. A lot of communication, Cancer. Yeah. Knight of Swords, bonus card, Page of Wands. I mean, this is just communication. A lot coming in, a lot going on. 10 of Wands. Feeling maybe under pressure. For some of you, you've got a lot going on. You could be like being pulled in a number of different directions here. I mean, this is news. Communication's coming in fast. For a few of you, it may be loud. It could be obnoxious. It could be someone who's like, possibly like, yeah, a little bit more aggressive. Very blunt. They may not come off the nicest, the sweetest, the nicest. They may come off in a certain way that, you know, you don't like. You're a Cancer, you're a water sign. So this is, I don't know, this is, maybe, I don't feel like it's you. I really don't. Not how you would communicate, because I do feel like you're responding. I don't see it as being aggressive or anything like that. I'm seeing you like very much like empowered, in the driver's seat. The ball's in your court. I'm definitely like reining it in. I'm not super emotional. Now, with this being a general reading, you can flip that. This could be your energy, which is more aggressive, Knight of Swords. You're hearing something and boom, you're off. You're taking action. But I'm also reading for some of you where I feel like this is someone coming in, like storming in. They've got a story to tell. Somebody has a lot that they want to say. Now, you also could be dealing with like multiple people here in a situation. And we have a lot of like youthful energy. So, young adults, older kids. You may have a lot of people coming at you, or a lot of information coming at you. 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Justice. Yeah, I mean, if this is like one of your kids or a couple of your kids, yeah, this is family for some of you, or it's your community. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords. This is like the truth will set you free. Yeah, very much. So yeah, I mean, you could be speaking your truth, Cancer, or somebody else is speaking their truth. And I'm hearing that phrase, the truth will set you free. So if you need to say something, then say it. Somebody else around you could be coming to see you, coming in fast. They have something to say and they need to say it. If you felt rejected in any way, that could be something that you need to address. If you feel abandoned, that may be something you need to address. For a couple of you, there may be an apology. For some of you, this is an apology that is coming in this week. We've got a lot of water here. So you've got Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. 3 major arcanas here all in a row. I feel like if you were stuck, that's no more. That's done. For some of you, you are changing your mind or you're seeing a situation differently. This is maybe you changing or the person you're dealing with, they're changing. I mean, there's a lot of communication here. The truth could be coming out. And because of that, now we're seeing movement. We're seeing a shift here. A shift with the energy. But you're very much in the driver's seat. This is movement, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords. This is movement. Very passionate, more aggressive energy, which I don't always see that for you, but that's what I'm seeing this week. And this could be within your career. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this may be with like a legal matter. This could be legal news that's coming in. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm getting. Yeah, there's a lot here. There really is a lot here. I could actually go on and read this, Cancer, for hours, really. There's a lot here. For those of you that are maybe leaving a job or leaving a school, you're maybe going to a new school, another school, others starting a new job or starting a business. If there is an ending, it is followed by a brand new beginning. For a couple of you, if you didn't have a car or there was a problem with a car, I feel like that's ending. For some of you, there was a problem with like transportation, but there could be a solution coming in this week. So maybe you're purchasing a vehicle, or if there was a problem with travel, that's being arranged, like that's being taken care of, sorted out. All right, guidance for Cancer. We've got within the next few weeks, that's coming out. We've got a year from now at the bottom of the deck. So take what resonates, leave the rest. For me, this card can indicate a year. So like the past year for some of you, significant. Maybe something's been going on for a year. For others, this can represent like something maybe fully coming to fruition, and maybe a year from now. A year from now may be significant. So you're dealing with something here this week, but for some reason that period, which is a year out from now, may be significant. You're ready. So, I mean, this can be saying for some of you, a year from now, you're ready, or something took a year and now you're ready. Guidance for Cancer on the love front. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, for some of you singles, single Cancers, you may have trust problems. I think that you're calling someone in, somebody like on your level, energetically. I think that you're calling someone in. So if you're single, you're calling someone in. They're saying to maybe, you know, trust this person or get to know them more, build that trust. Who is Cancer dealing with? We've got Libra and air, which we do have some air here, definitely. So Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini may be significant. But we've also got water. And so I believe Gemini just had the, what did they have? Oh, they had air and fire, I believe. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini. But yeah, speak your truth. Speak your truth, Cancer. All right, I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Leo, what does Leo have coming up for this week, please? All right, you also have the Knight of Swords. You could be dealing with a Cancer, maybe some of you are cuspers. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Leo have coming up for this week? Wow, for some of you it's legal news, some sort of legal news. Could be signing something, signing a contract. Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Devil, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Wow, Leo, what is going on? The Five of Swords is the overall energy. Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, Leo, there's some stuff going on here. That's for sure. So, Five of Swords as the overall energy. Yeah, there could be some sort of like conflict. Something going on. I see you very, very active here, taking action, making moves. Yes, you have the Four of Pentacles here, but if you feel done wrong in some way with this Five of Swords, you may feel defeated, or yeah, like someone wronged you in some way. So you're seeking justice. For some of you, this is a legal matter. This is maybe some sort of disagreement here. So, you know, maybe you have a contract with someone and things are supposed to be a certain way, but they're not following through. So now you're taking action. There's something like that going on. There may have been some sort of agreement. Now, maybe a third party is interfering. That's a possibility. Could be someone's ex. We've got very strong Gemini coming through. So a Gemini may be significant. We've got Gemini, we've got Capricorn, and Libra showing up. Aquarius now. So air signs, significant. Wow, okay. The Hanged Man, the World, so some sort of stuck period is over with, Leo. You are moving forward. You're seeking justice or the truth here. The World, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is like a more reserved energy. It's you holding back. It's you protecting yourself, protecting things that are valuable. And so, yeah, I just feel like you're not in agreement here with someone. And so this is you taking those action steps to make yourself feel safe, basically. I read the Five of Swords many different ways, and here this week I am getting some sort of like defeated sort of energy. You may feel even like someone messed with your mind, someone played with you or played you, used you with the devil, and this is you taking action. For some of you, you could be ghosting somebody, and that's because you deserve better. They deserve that, and you deserve better. Three of Wands, Two of Cups here. Two of Wands, Two of Cups, the Lovers. Now, those of you that are partnered, you and another person could be doing something together. For some of you, a partnership is definitely significant. Two of Wands, Two of Cups, the Lovers. So maybe you're making a decision, you and your person, or you and a partner could be making a decision. Maybe you're in a partnership with the Queen of Swords. Let's see, what is this Five of Swords about for Leo? So I see you planning for the future. I see you looking at your options. You're very focused on the future and maybe seeking justice in some way. What is the Five of Swords for Leo? Overall energy. There's a lot there. Two of Wands again, Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, Knight of Swords again. So a Gemini may be significant. Somebody could be making moves quickly. That for some of you is you. For others, this could be someone coming in. There may be some sort of legal news that's coming your way. Queen of Rods. So that's your element, that's your energy. Fire. Look at this. I mean, this Knight of Swords, my goodness. 3 times now we've seen the Knight of Swords. So comment, let me know, Leo, who this is. What is going on? Something is definitely going on. Somebody could be coming your way quickly. All right, Leo. Yeah, I mean, look at that. You've got 2, 2, and the Lovers here. Justice and the Lovers. I mean, this is a choice. It's a decision that's significant. We've got opportunity. And choose a new direction. Do something different and make your move. Especially, you know, if you've been like excessively worried or fearful. For some of you, this is self-sabotage. You were in your own way when it comes to something. It could be a partnership. So there was some sort of like self-sabotage going on here. You were holding back, but you're being guided. There's something major. This is like a new chapter that's starting for you. It's an opportunity, but for some of you, you have to choose a new direction. All right, what is the guidance for Leo on the love front? I'm also reading for some Leos where you are speaking your truth. If somebody is out of line, crossing a line here, if there's like some sort of, I mean, this could be like illegal activity or anything really. Whatever this is, I'm reading for a Leo that I think is standing up for themselves. Others, you're making some moves here. I mean, if someone is doing something illegal or something like that and it's affecting you, I think you're definitely going to do something here. Past life relationship, you have known each other before, and then let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So if you are single, I think that there's someone from your past, maybe a friend, maybe you met them through a friend. So that is significant. You may have someone from your past that's returning. You may bump into them when you're out and about, when you're social, or when you're with your friends. Who is Leo dealing with? Who's Leo dealing with? Sagittarius and Virgo. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up for this week, please, Virgo? Three of Wands. All right, Three of Wands, King of Cups, Four of Swords, Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, the World, Justice. Overall energy is the King of Swords. So, couple of masculine energies here. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. Okay, so Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Wow. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. Maybe some of you Virgos, you could be dealing with a Cancer. So Cancer just had a ton of pages and knights in their reading. It was a very specific reading. So if you have Cancer in your chart or you're dealing with a Cancer, definitely go watch their reading. King of Cups here. Yeah, there's news around a new beginning. For some of you, there may have been a delay. Some sort of wait or waiting period, or like a healing period for some of you. I feel like that's coming to an end. There's definitely a chapter that is closing. For a few of you, I mean, this could be something legal. It could be a divorce. Some of you, you could be moving here. You could be physically traveling. Or that's something that you have to do in the future. You know you have to move. So maybe, you know, like your lease is up or something like that. So you could be preparing for that. But overall energy is the King of Swords. So very direct, very blunt energy, very truthful energy. He can come off a little harsh. He can come off definitely dry. So you could be coming off as the King of Swords this week. Yeah. So I mean, if that's how you come off, let's say for some of you, you come off like a little dry, a little kind of like aloof, disconnected, or not really caring. Let's say with like friends or family. If you come off like that, what I'm seeing here is for some of you, you're working on that. For some of you, you're trying to change that. Especially if you have a family, a child. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to make a change here. You're trying to maybe change, maybe trying to be like more affectionate or understanding, compassionate, generous. I see you making progress with that. So if that's something you're trying to do, I do see you making progress. It may not be easy. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting something with a contract. Something with a contract. For some, it's a big contract. There may have been like a wait here. A waiting period. For some of you, it can be like a year. Yeah, so maybe you've been waiting for a year. Yeah, there's been a wait, but you have this very balanced energy that's coming in with the sixes. I feel like this is worth the wait. So if you've been waiting on someone or waiting for this like solution to come in, resolution, solution to come in, I do feel like it is coming in. This is good news. Could be good news after a delay. Six of Wands is success. For those of you that need a vacation, I say go for it. If you're feeling weighed down, stressed out, under a lot of pressure, what I'm seeing here is for some of you, you need a break. You may need to travel. You may need to get away. I could also be reading for some of you where you have not had a vacation in a long time. And so, yeah, for some of you, this is needed. It's going to help bring in that balance. But yeah, you could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with a water sign. Virgo, what is the guidance for Virgo? All right, remain positive and recovery. So yeah, remain positive, recovery. So if something doesn't go well the first time or there is a delay, don't give up. Don't lose hope. Stay positive. I do see success. For some of you, this is big. This is like a big achievement. So remain positive and recovery. Guidance for Virgo on the love front. Worth waiting for and getting to know each other. Okay. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And then as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right. So maybe you have your eye on someone. This could be someone at a distance for some of you. For others, you could be dealing with someone who's very different. For some, even like your opposite. So, yeah, I mean, you could be dealing with someone who's very spiritual. You could be dealing with someone who's maybe more in touch with their feelings, their emotions, maybe than you are. But this person is worth the wait. Some of you are getting to know someone, maybe at a distance. You may meet someone online. Who is Virgo dealing with? Who's Virgo dealing with? We've got Leo and we've got Scorpio. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra. What does Libra have coming up for this week? All right, first card out is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, Death, the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Overall energy is the Hanged Man. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So there's some majors here. I see a change. I definitely see a change. There's forward movement. So for those of you that have been stuck in any area, for some of you with a family matter or with a relationship, others at work. So with the Hanged Man as the overall energy, this is you gaining a fresh perspective. Some of you, you're hearing something with this Eight of Wands. There could be a lot of talk. So a lot of talk like within the family, a lot of talk at work, a lot of talk at school. There's a lot of talk. This could be talking about the past. If you are hearing something, so this is for Libra. If you're hearing something, I would just make sure that it's real, like it's legit. I mean, maybe needing to look at that. This feels like you, Libra, like looking into the past, looking at the past. You could be doing this with another person or multiple other people. There definitely could be like 3 or more people involved in a situation. You've got this 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, you've got the 10 of Cups. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like multiple people involved in a situation, or multiple people are talking about something. We've got the Hierophant, the 8 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 10 of Swords. For some of you, a contract. Yeah, a contract could be a marriage is over with. It's done. For some Librans, you're manifesting this change. So with that Emperor energy, you definitely could be stepping into your power. For some of you, you're first trying to figure out what you want. So 8 of Cups and the Hanged Man here, this is you figuring out what you want. And when you're ready, you are definitely making a change. I see you communicating. You're communicating with family, or you're communicating with a bunch of different people. Yeah, there is movement. 7 of Pentacles, the Magician, and Death. Yeah, for some of you, you're manifesting this. So if you wanted to create change, changing jobs, moving house, whatever it is, you're manifesting this. Others, you worked hard, and so you are maybe going to celebrate this. You're very excited, so you're maybe talking to a bunch of people, could be getting married. So a chapter of your life is ending. For a couple of you, maybe you want to be single so you can mingle. For some of you, I think that you're trying to figure things out. Yeah, I really feel like you're trying to figure things out. You're looking at the past. You could be talking to people. That's a good thing. If you're trying to make moves within your career, I feel like that's a good thing. Some of you do have a lot of support around you. All right, let's get you an Angel Answers card for Libra. Libra. For some of you, your beliefs could be changing. So, I mean, that could be because of your community. So your beliefs are maybe changing. Certain things are changing. And that could be because you're maybe in a certain community, or you work in a certain place, you're around certain people, so you're socializing with them. So you could be changing, your views could be changing. Yeah. We've got forgiveness and reconsider. And we've got you're ready. This card's on top. I didn't even see it. All right. So, I mean, if you've been contemplating forgiving someone, then they're saying reconsider. You've got forgiveness and reconsider. You are ready. That's what this is. So even if like a marriage didn't work out, or a partnership, something didn't work out, something may have ended badly, you may have felt betrayed by someone, you could be putting that behind you and moving forward. All right, guidance for Libra on the love front. We've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. And then pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So with a past person, they're saying pay attention to the signs. So that could be good or bad. For me, that's like a neutral card. It can go in either direction. But there are signs. All right, who is Libra dealing with? Could be dealing with another Libra or a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And we've got air, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius may be significant. We also have Taurus, we have Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo may be significant, possibly Pisces. But there definitely may be a lot of people around you this week, or a lot of people dealing with a situation. All right, guys, I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please make sure you are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Scorpio. What does Scorpio have coming up for this week, please, Scorpio? All right, first card out is the Hermit with Strength, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Two of Swords. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the Eight of Cups is showing up a lot this week. I mean, this could be you turning your back on like 2025. Just leaving the past in the past, letting it go, focusing on moving forward. You do have the Two of Swords here as the overall energy. So Two of Swords, which can be, for some of you, I mean, you may need to make a decision, but you're not sure. You're maybe feeling conflicted. Others, you need more information. It's not an action card, which the first card that came out was the Hermit. So I definitely am reading for some Scorpios where there's no movement, there's no action. You definitely don't want to like rock the boat. Could be keeping your distance from someone as well. Let's see, Eight of Cups, the Sun, Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Leo. Yeah, you could be letting go of the past. Now, I've said this again, I've said this to a lot of signs. I keep getting the Eight of Cups. But for some of you, this is you letting go of maybe like old feelings, letting go of the past in some way. With that Sun, that's clarity, it's enlightenment coming in. For some of you, it's something you were not seeing. With the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, you needed more information. This is you seeking guidance, clarity, answers. I feel like it's coming in here with this energy. Something is going to be highlighted. You're going to see things clearly. But yeah, if you have to make a decision and you're not sure what you should do, this is saying just pull back your energy, meditate on it, take your time. Some of you need time to like work up the courage to be able to move forward, but when you move forward with this, I do see success here. This is a very passionate, very competitive energy. You've got the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You may have an earth sign coming in to help you. That could be a Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, this could be someone who's coming in to help you. For others, this is you may be waiting to take action on some sort of like business deal. For a few of you, there may have been a loss of money. There is going to be movement or travel. There is a change because of some sort of loss. So maybe moving house or changing jobs. A Virgo or a Leo may be significant. Yeah, some of you, you're worried. You could be worried about a child. You could be worried about your job. You could be worried about a bunch of different things. Waiting on this Ace of Pentacles, waiting for this money to come through. Yeah, for some of you, I mean, this could be a loan. This could be a raise, a promotion. This can be a loan. Really anything. An inheritance. It really could be anything. I mean, for some of you, you're maybe waiting for tax season. Honestly. There could have been a loss. Some of you are trying to avoid maybe more of a loss. Yeah. I think you're very focused on career, finances. If you give money out, you could be trying not to spend as much, or yeah, maybe trying to be more conservative this week. Let's see, Scorpio, guidance for Scorpio for this week. Yeah, there could be communication problems. Communicate clearly. We have within the next few months showing up as well. So whatever it is that you're learning about, you're doing, I do see success. It could take a few months for some of you. This week, though, communication is significant. So maybe you're working with another person, or maybe someone's helping you. It may take a few months to come about. They're saying communicate clearly. If you don't know something, if you feel like, you need more information, don't do anything at all. Just with that Hermit energy and that Two of Swords, maybe just sit with something, do your research, ask for help. All right, guidance on the love front for Scorpio. Okay, wow. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right, we've got deception, engagement, and religious factors. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So the order in which these came out, this is quite interesting. So for some of you, if you are dating someone, if you have like a businessman or someone who's wealthy around you, you could be dealing with an earth sign. For others, really, it could be any sign. We've got a lot of earth and fire here, though. A little bit of air. Somebody could be coming towards you and giving you a lot of attention, like a lot. But with religious factors, it's really making me feel like maybe someone is coming off. Somebody could be coming off as like very religious, but they're not. Or, maybe they're telling you, they may be telling you something and it's false. Like they're wearing a mask. They're hiding something, or they're not giving you the whole story or all of the information. I think you know that with this card, so you're not doing anything. So for those of you that are getting to know someone, communicate clearly. Make sure you're on the same page. Things are ascending on the love front. For others, it's not so negative. I think that things are happening on the love front, or they're going to be happening here on the love front. You could be deceiving yourself. This can be self-deception. Somebody could be maybe like growing a lot here. Their beliefs. Let's see, who is Scorpio dealing with? Leo and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with another Scorpio. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Sagittarius. All right, Ace of Swords, first card out. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Sagittarius have coming up for this week, please? Eight of Cups. Again, I keep seeing that card. The Devil. All right. Seven of Cups, the Moon, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Hierophant. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, Sag, what is going on? Okay, so Ace of Swords, first card out. For some of you, this is you seeing things clearly. Maybe realizing that you are not seeing everything clearly. So information coming in. Page of Wands, overall energy, news, communication coming in. I feel like this is clarity. You were confused or you had the wrong impression here about a situation or even a person, and this is clarity coming in. You may have been looking at a situation like very like negatively. Like you may have been looking at someone like in the wrong light for some of you. If you're struggling, if you're if you're struggling, this is a tough cycle that's over with. You've got the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords that flew right out for you. You've got multiple tens. Page of Pentacles, the Wheel, Six of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Empress, Taurus, Pisces, strong Taurus here, and Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, maybe significant. Yeah, again, I see you gaining a fresh perspective. I feel like clarity is coming in. You're learning something here. This is a turning point. This is major. This is change. This wheel is turning. For some of you, this is happening for a reason. If there was a loss of money, if there was a loss, some sort of loss, or you just went through a very tough time, there was a lot of fear, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. There's a little bit of a heavy energy here, but I feel like with this Eight of Cups, you're like releasing it. You're letting stuff go. You're moving forward. Knight of Swords. For some of you, you're off. You could be making plans, keeping those plans to yourself. I mean, for some of you, you could be like doing something at night. You may work for like a large company, or could be a number of different things, but yeah. Maybe keeping something hidden. But this is, yeah, this is interesting energy. The Devil and the Hierophant. For some of you Sages, I mean, you may feel tempted to maybe break a vow. So with the Hierophant, you're committed to someone or something. There may be some sort of temptation to like stray from that commitment or that vow. So yes, of course, that can be marriage. So if you're married, you may be tempted to like go outside of that marriage. But for others, I mean, you may have a contract with someone, you may have a deal with someone. I mean, something may just go against like your beliefs, your values. There's a struggle here. You've got the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There's definitely a struggle. Seven of Cups and the Moon. I mean, this is not, I don't typically see this for you, Sag. So yeah, there could be confusion, a little bit of a scattered energy here. You may have someone coming towards you as well. This could be like you hearing from someone from your past, or you're bumping into someone from your past. Some of you are letting go of like past pain. Yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. I think that I'm also reading for some Sages where this could be something going on at work or school. There's like a situation going on, and for some of you, I'm getting like this like conflicted energy. Like, should I move on? Should I turn my back on this agreement, this deal, this commitment? Should I let go of this maybe position for this company and just move on with my life? Like, there's a conflicting energy here. Don't let fear weigh you down. For some of you, this is a lot of pressure. It's also a lot of fear. Like maybe fearing a legal battle or something like that. Let's see, Sagittarius, guidance for Sagittarius. Should I change schools? Should I change jobs? There's something like that here. There's confusion, there's fear. Sagittarius. Don't stop an opportunity. Don't stop an opportunity. So for those of you that are not seeing a situation clearly, with that Ace of Swords being the first card out, Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Cups, maybe you're realizing something. Maybe you're realizing that you had the wrong idea or something like that. This can be you getting more information. And then we do see you taking off. We do see you moving forward. A Page of Wands for me brings good news. So this is good news coming in. It's exciting energy here. All right, guidance for Sagittarius, please, on the love front. true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. All right. Wow, so you've got true love, you've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Wow, so if you're single, you got love knocking. If you're not single, you may still have love knocking. Again, there's a temptation for some of you coming in, so you may be tempted to like break a vow or something. Comment, let me know. Don't shoot the messenger though, but you can comment, let me know. Let's see. Sagittarius. We've got fire, and there's Capricorn. So some of you definitely could be dealing with a Capricorn. All right, guys. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, what does Capricorn have coming up for this week? Ten of Wands, first card out. King of Pentacles. All right, the Hermit, the Fool, Justice, the Tower, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Eight of Wands as the overall energy. Communication. Communication for you guys as well. A lot of communication. And you also have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Star. So you've got two tens here and the World. So this is the end of a chapter. So you may have Sagittarius in your chart, or maybe I'm reading for some cuspers. There is a little bit of a similar vibe here. But this is movement. I feel like you're moving out of a tough time with the Eight of Wands. I feel like this is good news coming in. You're learning something, and it's in regards to a new beginning. So yes, you went through a tough time. It's not been easy. There's a lot of tens here, and you've got the one with the ace. It may even feel a little chaotic with this energy, Eight of Wands in the Tower, but I feel like this is good. This is good. This is the universe shaking things up. For some of you, balance needed to be restored with justice. And so, yeah, I mean, I could be reading for some Capricorns where this is like you're being forced to move forward in some way, and it's because something needs to end, something needs to change. Now we see new beginnings. We see new beginnings. For those of you that are like starting a new job or you're moving house, there could be a little bit of like a wait here. But whatever's going down, I feel like, yeah, it's meant to happen this way. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We've got Virgo, Aries, and Libra coming through. But yeah, this is news. For some of you, it can be news in regards to a child. This also can be an apology for those of you that have been, maybe you've been waiting to apologize. So you could be apologizing to someone, or somebody could be reaching out to you and apologizing. If they acted a fool, I definitely see them admitting it. So Capricorn, if you're dealing with someone who acted a fool, they're actually telling you that. They're telling you, you know, I acted like a fool. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? If you went through a rough patch with this person, that could be over with. You may have distanced yourself with the Hermit. You may have went off and did your own thing. If someone doesn't speak their truth, I think that that could lead to like some sort of blow up. I don't see that this week, but if you have to say something, or you know another person needs to say something, I feel like maybe just let them say it, because it needs to come out. Which I had a similar message for another sign. I could not tell you who. I can't tell you who. But yeah, I had a similar message for another sign. So go watch your other signs. It may have been Cancer, so maybe there is like a Capricorn Cancer, Capricorn Virgo connection. This is like freedom. That's what I'm getting with this. This is like freedom. It's a very liberating energy. Things are looking up. Things are moving. There's travel. There's forward movement. I'm learning. I'm seeing something clearly. I'm hearing the truth. Now I can move forward, or now I can move house. Sign a contract. Children are significant for some of you. All right, guidance for Capricorn, please. Overall, it's a positive read, because no matter how you resonate with it, this is change. A cycle is done. New beginnings are coming in. Which, for those of you that have a birthday, happy birthday. If I didn't say it, happy birthday. So you have success, and listen to your intuition. So listen to your intuition, yes, but I could be reading for some Capricorns where you may want to keep something to yourself until you know that you're going to be successful. Guidance on the love front for Capricorn. All right, I'm going to take the cards that are upright. And that's those. So it is safe for you to love, and you deserve love. So open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, and you are lovable. So if you're single, it's safe for you to love. You deserve love. Yeah, I mean, if you've been on your own for a while, that could be changing. I think there's a love interest, or you're finding out that someone is interested in you this week. It may shock you. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing someone older. So you could be older, could be reading for someone who's older, or maybe the person that you're dealing with is older. There could be an age difference here. Let's see, who's Capricorn dealing with? We have Aquarius and Libra. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, what do they have coming up for this week? Temperance and the Sun. Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups. Overall energy, Four of Cups. Justice. All right, there could be an offer. For some of you, this is an offer or some sort of generosity that's coming your way. So somebody could be trying to help you. Someone could be trying to give you something. That's what I'm seeing here. So someone is trying to give you a gift. And for some Aquarians, you don't want it. With this Four of Cups. For some of you, this is you rejecting something. There could be a little bit of self-sabotage going on here. And it's due to fear. Yeah, so maybe you need help and somebody is trying to help you, or another person needs help and you're trying to help them and they reject you. You feel rejected. But what I'm seeing here is somebody has regrets. Someone definitely is in their head about this. They're thinking about this a lot. We have a King of Wands here. So you could be dealing with a Leo. We've got Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Two of Swords, Seven of Cups. This person may not be seeing everything clearly. So that could be you or them, but clarity is coming in. Maybe they didn't see something clearly prior, and that could be why we have this rejection, and then there's regret with the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is a nightmare card. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is a little bit of a challenging energy. What I'm seeing is someone needs help. So Five of Pentacles, someone needs help, whether it's you or them. Somebody needs help, and I think that someone turned it down. They really do need it, but they turned it down. That could be due to fear, Could be due to not having all of the information right here. I mean, confusion, not seeing everything, not seeing the potential. So this is, I mean, it could be a nightmare. I'm just going to keep it real. It could be a nightmare for some of you. For those of you that you know you should have accepted some sort of help, but you didn't, that was self-sabotage. So if you can go back and try to talk to this person, or if you were not in agreement as far as like where you should meet, try to meet in the middle. If you're doing any sort of negotiating at this time, I would say meet in the middle. There's going to be success here around this, and I feel like for some of you, a good deal or a very fair outcome is coming in. If you have something legal that's ongoing, especially, so if you have something legal, like you're getting a divorce and you can't agree on certain things, I feel like there's a good middle ground that you guys can find and work it out. With Temperance and the Sun and Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, I'm seeing a happy outcome. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, the Sun. I feel like you're very close. Somebody may want it all though. So for those of you where this is a divorce, there could be a little bit of greed here, or even like narcissism. I mean, sometimes people just want to win. They don't necessarily care about like the outcome. They don't really care about what it is that they're getting or winning or whatever. They just want to win, you know? So you definitely could be dealing with someone like that. Some of you don't care about a person like you don't want to deal with them. There could be a person around you that is like a nightmare. They stress you out. They bring down your energy. Lower vibrational energy. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who maybe plays games. And this Four of Cups is like you're not interested in dropping down to their level. You're not interested in certain things, and this is you doing what you feel like is right. And I'm just seeing this person here who's happy. Nine of Cups. They're happy. They got it going on. This is a high vibrational energy, and she's looking over here at this person who looks like very smug, like they play dirty, they're out for themselves. And so I think that for some of you Aquarians, you're dealing with a situation like this. Now, this could be public for some of you. This could be in the spotlight. So yeah, this is quite the interesting reading. If you're dealing with a person who always acts a certain way, they're always loud. They always, maybe they do a lot on social media. I feel like with this Four of Cups, you're just not having it. You're not interested. You're not having it. Okay, let's get you one of these for Aquarius. What is the message for Aquarius, please? let go, be assertive. Yeah, and I do feel that energy for you. Be assertive. I'm definitely getting that. But they're saying let go. So if you're thinking about the situation like constantly, if it's weighing you down, stressing you out, they're saying let it go. Just give it to the universe, give it to God, just give it over, and don't think about it so much. Let's see, what is the guidance on the love front? And if you need help with the 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles, if you need help financially, if you need help or any sort of assistance, I feel like you should ask for it. If somebody is trying to offer you something, I think you should accept. You have to listen to your intuition though. If you can go back, if you already rejected someone, if you can go back and maybe talk about it with be assertive. Let's see, Aquarius. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. There is a lot of cards. So we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And trust. All right, so for those of you that are partnered, I think that this is, you know, something real. It's genuine, it's true. This person truly loves you, but there could be trust issues. So this is a beautiful connection. It's a solid, true connection, but there's some sort of trust issues. If it's not you, it could be them. They may have trust issues. All right, who is Aquarius dealing with? We've got Gemini and Scorpio. All right, Aquarius, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed. And please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces. All right, what does Pisces have coming up this week, please? What does Pisces have coming up this week? First card out is the 8 of Wands. All right, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Death. Nine of Cups, 4 of Cups, the Chariot, 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands, Overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. 9 of Wands, King of Swords, 5 of Cups, Magician. Okay. So for some of you, maybe you've been dealing with an ex or dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. We do have strong Cancer here. We also have Scorpio showing up. You may have been investing in a connection, a partnership. For some of you, though, I feel like you're calling it quits. So some of you are doing that this week. Others, I feel like you're close to it. And this could be a situation where you've been like trying to make it work. Yeah. Like trying over and over again. But, you know, it's a general reading. For some of you, I feel like this is a process. This 9 of Wands can be you creating some strong boundaries, especially from someone that hurt you. If you are partnered, this can even be like a business partner, not necessarily love. This could be you and another person like getting into it. I do see travel though. So 6 of Swords, the Chariot. This is movement. For some of you, it's physical travel. You may have to travel for work this week. You've got the 8 of Pentacles as the overall energy. So yeah, I feel like you've got some stuff going on, Pisces. So for some of you, you could be throwing yourself into your work with this 8 of Pentacles. You're moving forward. You're keeping your distance, perhaps, from a situation, a person. There could be like too many arguments. 5 of Wands. Feeling like nobody is listening to you. So you're maybe like making plans. For some of you, you're making plans or you're looking at some options. And I keep seeing like the same expression over and over again. So I'm seeing someone who's looking down and maybe a little sad, maybe a little disappointed. Definitely like, yeah. Maybe, yeah, a little depressed. Discouraged. Feeling a little discouraged. Like maybe you did something. You may have made a change in your life and you're trying to make it work. But maybe you just feel like it's not working or it's not what you thought it was. So if you're not happy in a situation, I feel like this reading, this spread is telling you to move towards what's going to make you happy. Make a change. I mean, this is a powerful energy. Make a change. Move towards something that makes you happy. Something you enjoy doing. If you work a job that you do not like, you're not happy there, you're bored, you don't feel challenged, this is maybe you needing to jump in the driver's seat here and make a change. There could be a lot of drama or competition. But I think the ball is in your court. So you do have options. Yeah, and again, some of you are dealing with an ear sign. So there's something going on. Yeah, the Tower. So 5 of Cups is here. We have the Tower. There's something going on with maybe, perhaps, we've got the Magician. Possibly a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Maybe Virgo, maybe Cancer, maybe Scorpio. Somebody could have hurt your feelings or they disappointed you. So I see you making plans. Let's get you one of these. For Pisces. For those of you that have been hoping and wishing for a change, you've got the 9 of Cups here. 9 of Cups is a wish card. If you were hoping to leave a job or hoping to move, hoping to travel. Then I think that you can do that. Let's see, Pisces, what is the guidance for Pisces? Look at this. I mean, I think that this resonates so much, Pisces. I mean, my goodness. There's something better. Yeah. Yeah, there is. For some of you, you're not happy. So it's definitely time for a change. And if you made a change already and you're kind of regretting it, I feel like you can make another change. There's something you could do here. I feel like happiness awaits, but you have to be that magician and you have to make it happen. And for some of you, that's what you're doing. 8 of Pentacles. You're focused. You're working hard. And so that's a nice confirmation that there is something better. Ooh, and that can be on the love front. We've got romance. There's something better in romance. Let's take a look at love life for Pisces. Look at that chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Oh my goodness. And soulmates. Look at that. You're definitely vibing with someone. So, yeah. I mean, if you're single, I think love is knocking. But I could be reading for some Pisces where you've been wounded in love. And so you definitely could be, I mean, this is a change for you. This could be, you know, something, yeah, it's a process. You know, it's not something that comes easy. Release your exes here. Let go of control issues. Attraction. So you've been calling in a soulmate. That's what this is, Pisces. You've been calling in a soulmate. And this is a high vibrational energy. So just keep doing your thing. You may meet this person at work. That's not all of you, but for some of you, it's a possibility. You may meet this person while you're traveling. For others, but you're calling this person in. All right, Pisces, who are they dealing with? We've got water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we've got Aquarius. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. I do want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Have a great week.